Joe in real life. Okay, my face is covered with gnats right now. It's morning, 7:30, 8 a.m. I have a new plan, and I've talked about this a little bit. I keep switching plans, and it must be getting annoying, but I'm going to give it a test run today. So it's basically the Pavel Tsatsouline plan, except I'm changing the exercises up a little bit. My goal is to work up to a heavy single in the old squat or my daily minimum. So figure roughly 185, right? And then to do 2 sets of 5 at something in the ballpark of 70 to 80% of that single, not my max. Just 2 sets, that's it. And if all goes well, try to do that literally every day. Now I also plan to do 2 sets of overhead press. Weight kind of arbitrary. I'm gonna wait and see what I settle at. And 2 sets of pull-ups, 2 sets of 5 of both of those. So basically a heavy single and 6 total sets. And my goal is to see if that's sustainable every day. Honestly, my guess is it isn't, but we'll see, right? Like it might be, I don't know. And I'm not worried that that's too much work, really. I'm worried that on a long enough timeline, it would run aground. Like certainly a week is doable. Even a month is probably doable. But I wonder if like once you get a kind of accumulated roadblock, if you just can't surmount it, you know? But still, it seems fun to me, and I really like Pavel Tsatsouline. If you don't know who that guy is, check out Power to the People. He has YouTube kettlebell videos. He's great. He's really great. And if it is sustainable, that sounds like a really fun little war of attrition for me. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Stay tuned. We're gonna give it a test run right now. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is at 3 times speed. Now that I'm looking at it, probably a little too fast. And it's the entire workout. It took me 25 minutes roughly, start to finish. If I'm totally honest, it felt kind of like a slightly rowdy total body warm-up for like GPP style stuff. So I worked up to a heavy single in the back squat, 185, ass to grass. And then I did 2 sets of 5 at 150. These were, weirdly, the first set kind of sucked. My groove, my mechanics, my alignment felt pretty bad. Second set was great. It felt awesome. Then I did 2 sets of overhead press at 75 pounds, which I know what you're thinking. That's way too light, and you're right. I don't know. I didn't want to start with something and then have to backtrack. I felt like I'd give myself room to push into it. And then just 2 sets of pull-ups. 5. It was great. It felt really good. I did a pretty extensive warm-up for my hips and legs, mostly body weight work. And if I'm honest, it took longer than this whole workout. What I'm thinking I'll do in the future is weave my knees over toes in with this. Maybe 2 times a week upper, 2 times a week lower. And try to, I really kind of feel like I should do this every day. I mean, like, I don't know what I expected, but like, I feel fucking great right now. I feel a lot better than I felt before I started. I just feel like is the whole idea to just warm up and then start your day? I don't know, man, but that's how I feel right now. Like, I feel almost like a low-grade form of anxiousness that that there's work I need to do still. Now, so what's the point of this, right? Well, I'm trying to find a lifting routine that makes sense with my running. Something that will satisfy me, that like I can meet my daily requirements, but won't leave me hobbled if I have an extra long run, or vice versa. If I get a wild hair and have an extra hard workout, I'll have enough recovery points so that I'm still capable of running. And not that this is a huge and serious problem, but over the last couple weeks, I've had trouble managing both, you know? And it's pretty understandable as to why. Not only are the theaters of adaptation wildly different from long distance running and what's essentially powerlifting, but it's also August in Georgia. Quite possibly the hottest year in recorded history. And I've been getting depleted on all fronts, you know? It's just, it makes all the sense in the world why this isn't going exactly according to plan. And, you know, getting upset about that would make me the fool in this scenario, you know? Like today, it's a nice day today. And my garage was unbearable. Like it had to be 90 degrees in my garage. And like I put a fan on, but it just felt like somebody was blowing a hair dryer in my face. So there's no reprieve. There's no reprieve from the heat. And every summer in Georgia is this way, but it's extra bad this year. I know that we say that shit every year, but I really do feel this is the case. So all right, these are the overhead presses. I also didn't do a warm-up set for the overhead presses, and I kind of feel like that might be necessary in the future. I'm going to try this again tomorrow, exactly like this, and see how it goes. And if it goes fine, it goes fine. No warm-up set, you know? But, oh yeah, I want to see my pull-ups too. Yeah, they're okay. Little elbow tendonitis still causing me problems. Weirdly, it doesn't feel bad in the pull-ups, but I know the pull-ups aren't good for it. The overhead press, it hurts, which leads me to believe it's tricep in origin, although don't quote me on that, you know, it might not be. What is it, ulna rotation? It might be something like that, and just like it has a good proximity. Oh yeah, I did a little sweet breather. You get to watch me sit on the floor and think my big thoughts, right? And then we hop up and we get back to it, you know? And it's just like, I really like the structure of this workout, you know? I do 2 sets of squats, 2 sets of pushes, 2 sets of pulls. That's it. Do it every day. You've accumulated enough sets for the week. You've actually accumulated too many. Yeah, welcome to the show. Watch this last set and get a sense of it. I'm seeing it for the first time, same as you. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be nice to each other today. Do your best to. It's too hot for any other foolishness. Tomorrow we'll look at this again. And we'll do it exactly the same. And from there, I'll make an actual decision. Yeah, the second set looks better. I might need a little warm-up for those movements before we get into this. I could put that in my general warm-up before I start. Yeah, those look good. All right, that's it. See you tomorrow.